Hi everyone, my name is Karina Vidal, and I'm the co-founder and CMO of Cityscope, which is changing the way travelers experience a destination. So let's take a trip for a second, and imagine yourself in the midst of the Civil War on the Battle of Gettysburg. As you take out your phone to scope the area, you happen to see a Union soldier who is yelling and pointing at you. However, you don't understand what he's saying, because you're hearing the drummer boys who are just drumming up a noise as you're moving. And then you see the cannons that are just shooting out and going boom, 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 boom. However, as you move your phone, you happen to see Confederate soldier running towards you, yelling, "Charge!" And just like that, the experience is over. Doesn't that sound fun? Unfortunately, when you travel to the Battle of Gettysburg, this is what you'll experience. A bunch of green land. It's not fun or exciting as what we imagine, right? And that's a problem. Every year, destination marketing organizations, they spend over $250,000 advertising to millennials to attract them. However, 56% of their advertisement go unseen because they're not advertising the experience that millennials are looking for. And that's where we come in. Cityscope is a destination marketing organization that's leveraging immersive technology to enhance a traveler's experience and to effectively advertise a destination in today's modern digital world. And it works in 3 simple steps. Travelers can find immersive experiences in the area that they're traveling to or find one nearby. Once they finish their immersive experience, step 2 comes in where they can find local activities and just book it and go all on one app. And so far, our lean team is a fighting machine, with my sister, the CEO, who has over 10 years of experience generating $1 to $5 million in sales for local dental practices, and me, I'm the CMO, who have over 7 years of experience working with Asian companies entering the American market and vice versa. And our CTO advisor, Lucian Parson, has over 20 years of experience in augmented reality gaming and is also the lead of Maverick, which is University of Maryland's virtual, augmented, and mixed reality department. And so far, we've caught a lot of attention because we've garnered 20,000 active subscribers. We've also garnered over 200 businesses, and we've increased our organic search to 160%. So that means people are looking for us to find these experiences. And our market is huge, with immersive experiences increasing 20% by the year. However, we're focused in DC, Maryland, and Virginia because DC, Maryland, and Virginia hosts 3 of the largest international airports, which connects us directly to our target users. And our competitors, after 10 years, have now realized that travelers are looking for culturally rich experiences. Snapchat itself just announced last month that they're entering the immersive experience platform, the immersive experience market. And after years, now is when they realized it. So our go-to-market strategy to connect to our customers are actually partnering with the Smithsonian to be closer to our users and also partnering with local destination marketing organizations. So far, we've landed our biggest opportunities yet, which is working with Maryland's Department of Tourism to transform 7 rest stops into immersive rest stops. And we're also partnering with the Cherry Blossom Festival to transform DC into Japan. That's awesome. And for those who don't know, the Cherry Blossom Festival attracts 1 million visitors in 1 month. That's huge for us. And our revenue streams are comprised of 3 things. We get a 30% transaction from each commission done on our platform. We also charge for the creation of our content, and we also charge for augmented reality advertisements. We're working very hard to take you all from sightseeing to experiencing and are currently fundraising. Anyone in this room who can help with any type of journalism, business development, or even with fundraising tips, please reach out to us. As you guys all know, today I may be in this stage alone speaking with them as well. But we're all winners here. Women are entering the market of technology, and we're making a quick breakthrough. We are the next inspiration for the next dreamers who are coming in to transform them into fearless leaders. Look around you, you guys will see that the next future is women. So join me. Thank you.
Great energy, Karina. Let's go to questions from our judges.
Thank you so much, and for all the energy that you're bringing to the stage, especially given that you're the last pitch. congrats on all the success so far and all the progress so far. I think this is an incredibly important idea, especially. I think the story that you started with, I've been there, and like
Nice.
having something like that probably would have made it far more engaging. But my question is actually related to how does the partnership work with, let's say, the Department of, or Maryland's Department of Tourism? What do you all take on? What are they responsible for? For example, if one of the rest stops is where you create an experience, do they help advertise like, hey, you should download this app when you get here to enjoy this experience? What are the parts that they're responsible for, and what do you all kind of take on?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question, because when we entered to first speak with them, that's one of the questions we had as well. So in this partnership, they will be responsible to let people know in these rest stops to download the app so that they can experience the immersive content that we've created for them. So that's their part. On our hand, we're the ones who are going to be creating and deploying it to allow people to easily connect. Another great thing about them, which we really do appreciate with the partnership, is that Maryland is trying to become a smart state. So the immersive rest stops are also going to have Wi-Fi for people to easily connect to it. So tourists or travelers who may not have, for example, if they didn't get a cell phone line like Verizon that's local to the US, they can still connect with Wi-Fi. So it's going to be easy for them to do that.
I have two questions. One, I'd love to hear kind of what the end-to-end user journey looks like. And then secondly, would love to hear kind of how content is developed today and how either that changes or remains the same.
Yeah, so for the user journey, are you referring to the
traveler.
The traveler? Okay, so the way it would work, right now we're focused on actually working with specific events or specific cities. So the way it would work that when they're traveling to this area, either they're connected with these DMOs, they're subscribed to a newsletter. That's a really quick way for us to effectively advertise to them, to let them know like, hey, if you are, for example, in the city of Rockville, download this app and experience at the courthouse. So that's how they find out about it. Once they download the app, they can easily experience the immersive experience because it'll let them know where it's at. Or like I said, if they're in the area, it'll just ping them if they already have the app downloaded. After that, once they finish their experience, their immersive experience, their travel experience doesn't end because they can find the local businesses nearby to do an activity that may be taking place within that walking distance. And after that, they go, have fun, enjoy it, and then hop back in when they're looking for more things to do. In terms of the technology that's being used right now, the way augmented reality works is we have to connect it using Unity. So augmented reality was predominantly used in gaming. So like if you use any gaming system, you've used augmented reality for the characters to look more realistic. However, the way it's being used right now to pin it to item is pinning it to a specific object, like pinning it to the logo, and once you move your phone to it, it becomes immersive, interactive. You can put a video, whatever it is that you want, the animation. As of right now, it's actually changed because computer vision is reigning in augmented reality, specifically for location-based ARs, which makes it much more easier because it's geolocation-based for it to just pop up in that area.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
In the similar vein, what is the timeline or like ideal timeline right now and in the future of deal closing with a government or an organization creating the content to deployment?
Yeah, so that is actually taking us a bit longer, and we're fundraising because we want to get more team members on board so we can expedite it. But as of right now, when it comes to like the DMOs or the Department of Tourism, like this opportunity specifically with Maryland's department is actually going to take much longer because there's 7 different locations, and we have to make sure it is geo-based or pinned into a specific item within the rest stop, like the housing of the rest stop. But it's usually taking us about 6 months, 3 to 6 months, depending how large the AR is. So if it's something that we can easily or quickly pin, like right now we're working with Adams Morgan Festival for the little strip in DC for Adams Morgan, and we're going to be pinning it. The immersive experience we're doing is with murals, bringing these murals to life, for Instagram and stuff. But that's going to take us 3 months to just pin it because they move their phone in front of it and it activates. The 6 months and possibly longer are for any AR we're creating that's geolocation based because we have to make sure that the latitude and longitude is correlating to the specific location. So when someone just brings out their phone, it appears in that direct location and not next to me or on my head.
Yeah, that makes sense. And do you have a target % of repeatable assets?
So repeatable asset, as in like the content we create for them to reuse it.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting because we are coming up with a software because we realize that a lot of the companies that we have worked with so far, they want to reuse their content. So it forced us to implement a new pricing strategy so that way we can also generate revenue from content that's been already created. But as of right now, we haven't repeated content at the moment, but we do see this like within the next future as we get more people, especially the smaller companies that invested in creating the content want to reuse it because it's, it's had so much engagement. So I can't really give you a percentage. I'm sorry if I answered correctly, but we do see a huge amount of people wanting to do that.
That's helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.